Hey guys, thanks for coming to Politics and Life. Today we are at Roseville Galleria in Roseville, California, speaking to the people about the upcoming debate, asking them who they want to win and what are some policies they hope they discuss during tomorrow's debate. Let's get it started, y'all. Are you ready? All right, yeah. Why are you not a Democrat anymore?
Because I don't like the decisions they're making right now. I'm not against any, I will say, any genders, but I don't like to be public to and little kids, right, and having them to really force them to do what they don't want to be.
Right.
And actually Democrats are also, I saw on YouTube that they're not going to ask parents, okay, if they want to change sex. That's not right.
Right.
That's up to the parent, not to the teachers.
I agree.
Okay, and I'm not against gay people, but that's their own business. Do it on your own time, your own privacy.
Right.
Do not
bring it into schools.
Bring it into schools. Do not bring it into public people that sometimes we don't agree. I don't care what they do with them. I mean, their own time.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
But don't really do it in front of little kids.
I always say that we got to protect the children because they're the most vulnerable. Their brains are still developing. They're still very young. So one day they want to be a superhero. The next day they want to be a fireman. So when you're playing with children at that young of an age, it can really mess them up, especially when there's no long-term study with these gender transitions. Now they're actually taking parents away from their kids for not supporting the gender they want to be. What's your opinion on that?
Exactly. So that's what I'm not really voting Democrat, or although I am registered as a Democrat, but I don't like that anymore. So I'm not going to vote Democrat. I want to see the debate and see how that's going to go.
Right.
And I just want to say that good luck.
What's your opinion on Trump? Do you like him, or do you have any? Do you like some of the things he at least is running on, or?
You know, I was against Trump because he lies so much and he criticizes a lot of people. But I'd rather have him, Republicans, as a Democrat.
A lot of people say he's too honest, and that's why they don't like him. Well, the Democrats will lie to your face to try to make you happy in a way.
I like Trump when he says things the way it is, okay? But he criticized too much and then he back out, and you know, that's the only thing. Yeah. But I'd rather go with him because I like his ideas, okay?
Right.
And he's not really supporting any of this other stuff that people is going against. Right. That's why I think I will go with Trump.
All right, and is that your most important issue that they hope they speak about at the debate, is the gender ideology being pushed in schools, or would there be another topic by chance that you would think is just as important?
Actually, taxes. California is one of the most expensive states in the U.S.
I agree.
Taxes are really high, and we are the poor people, okay? Right. I'm not rich. I just live out of my Social Security. I already worked all my life.
Right.
And with this higher prices on food, gasoline, everything,
taxed on everything.
My check is not enough to really live in California. And if they can lower down the taxes for middle class people like me,
right,
that's one of the things they should do.
Yeah, we need to also look out for our older people as well. I mean, all Americans in general. I feel like right now the Democrats kind of just allowing these illegals to kind of take over. And I'm for immigration just kind of the right way. I think there's a right way to do it and a wrong way. And I don't know if you hear the Venezuelan gangs taking over Colorado, cops doing nothing. Haitians now are coming into Ohio and eating people's pets. It was reported yesterday. So yeah, I feel like we need a secure border.
Let me tell you one thing about that. I am immigrant, okay? I came in when I was very, very young, and I never really took advantage of the system because we have to work hard for what we really want.
Agree.
I am against all these other people that they take advantage of the system,
Right.
and they really against violence, criminology, all that crime.
Right. It's crazy.
I am
right now.
against all that.
Right.
Although I am from another country, but I worked all my life over here to support my kids and having what I have right now.
So as you know, the upcoming debate is tomorrow. What are the most important topic that you want them to speak about?
I just want them to speak coherently and clearly. Like, honestly, that's the big thing right now, a functioning adult.
I always say that they're two wings of the same bird, but unfortunately we do only have two choices. Right now, who has more of your support and why, would you say?
Harris, 100%.
Is there a few policies that you like that she's pushing forward right now?
Honestly, right now, I'm past the whole policy point. One's a functioning adult, the other one is Trump. So, I mean, it could be a wet sandwich up there right now.
So as you know, the upcoming debate is tomorrow between Trump and Kamala. Who would you like to see, and what do you hope or what is the most important topics that they speak about in your opinion?
I haven't really been following it. I know it sounds ignorant, but I just want change, peace.
I understand that.
Seems like a lot of ignorance going on right now.
Yeah, and I say all the time that both sides are two wings of the same bird, but unfortunately we have to pick one of them. So if you had to choose today, who would have your pick, and what would be your biggest reason why, would you say?
I'd go with Kamala. At this point in time, I just don't like what the other side is doing. Period. One of the main reasons is I really don't want both. I don't want either. But if I have to pick, out of my opinion, lesser two evils, I'm gonna go with Kamala.
Thank you for letting us speak to you. So today we're kind of talking about the debate. You said you didn't know about the debate coming up, but you were talking about some really great policies that Trump has pushed, and I would like you to continue whatever you were saying.
Yeah, from my knowledge is that Trump gives to the people and doesn't take away from the people. Lower class people like me, I was told, and I'm looking into slowly, that Trump gives to people in our class to help us gain, instead of the Democrats or the other people that will basically take more taxes and take more away from us to help whatever benefits them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna vote. Never voted a day before in my life. I'm 41 years old, and this year I will be voting from the knowledge that I've gained through, my brother and other sources, that I will be voting for Trump because it helps people like us. He's there to look after us and people that are here instead of the other people looking after other people.
Right.
Trump here is here to support us here now.
Yeah, and I always say that Democrats are for illegals. Right now they are giving $10,000 a month, $5,000 EBT a month, and 6 months to 2 years free rent, and top of the house listing for these illegals over American and homeless veterans. How do you feel about that?
I'm a single father, 6 kids, and it's really unfair. That's really unfair. They could give $10,000 for people. Why can't they give? Hey, what can I qualify to get that $10,000 to help support me and my kids?
Exactly.
Trump will help support or give maybe resources and other things that maybe help people in my area or our class of people that need the help, instead of those Democrats taking hard-earned money that I'm having to work. This is my second job just to try to make my ends meet.
Right.
And why they're just giving away free money to no hard feelings towards immigrants or anybody else, but help those that need the help here. And that's what Trump is here for, is to help those that are already here, not those that are already coming in getting a free hand.
Right. So the upcoming debate is tomorrow between Trump and Kamala. What is most important in regards to policy that they speak about or question on tomorrow, would you say?
Honestly, it's a good point because I didn't know it was tomorrow. I think what the nation really wants to care about is, I think a lot of Americans don't understand the difference between the Republican Party and the Democrat Party.
I agree.
There's like a certain shift in the Trump campaign that they're slipping up the most. I think Democrats are being really smart this time around, like they usually are when it comes to election season. But I think a lot of Americans are just concerned about like everyday American life. They're not concerned with getting more legal immigrants or illegal immigrants. They're more concerned with like matters here. Feels like, I think Trump is ultimately a lot better. I don't think that's a question, but I think, back to the point, I think more Americans are concerned with safety, no new wars, and just no more mass immigration.
Question about that though, because we are in wars right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, and this is their critique of this administration, that we didn't have any wars under Trump, but then the Democrats kind of blame Trump for the issues. What's your thoughts on the wars, and who would you rather deal with, Xi Jinping or Putin in the White House? Who would you think would be a stronger candidate? Your
Definitely,
opinion?
in my opinion, it would be Trump. Trump's the stronger opinion. He obviously, I think he has already the connections with these individuals.
Right.
Whereas, why are we switching teams and having to put a new person in? We don't really have a back record on Kamala. We don't really know like what standards she has.
Right.
She's attractive. She's charming.
Oh.
She's gotten her way to this far, so that says something in and of itself. Personally, I don't think a lot of people have this opinion about her, but I think she's like a witch in a weird way.
I think she's terrible.
Planted in.
Yeah.
I mean, look, her name, Kamala Harris. If you spell the names backwards, they're the names of the northern and southern star of like this. I forget the name of it, but some constellation.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's what are the odds of that?
Right.
And there's a quote someone said in politics that it's a club that either you're born into it
yes,
or you're not.
or you're not. Yeah.
And Kamala's definitely like handpicked.
Right. Part of the machine, as they say.
Something they refer to her as like the chained woman or something like that, and that's true. Like she's like a sacrifice, and I don't think she chose to be in that position, but it's definitely a lot of weird things going on behind the scenes. Unfortunately, Trump, I think, is changed. I miss the 2016 version of Trump. We need that version back.
I agree.
We got a lot of and you find the root cause of it. It's Israel. Really, Israel has a lot of power over
everything.
They have a lot of power over different individuals, and Trump's in the limelight, and he's so secluded from everyday Americans like us. Like
right.
Back when I was thinking of this earlier, like when he was on Twitter and constantly getting put on the spot for what he put on Twitter. Like yeah, it's true, but he was at least more in the loop about things with what questions you're asking,
right.
the things you're trying to get at. But now he's like surrounded by the wrong people.
I agree.
He went through a tough time. He nearly got killed.
Right.
He nearly got put in prison. And there's people be like, hey, look, man, I'm sorry this happened to you, but follow this path and you'll be fine. We got the truth. We got you. So it's I don't blame him.
Right.
But
I've been saying for a while now that just what you said, we need 2016 Trump back, especially when it comes to the debate. A lot of people think he's gone a little soft. I actually think he should go fucking hard on her.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I completely agree. Yeah, because anything other than the RNC would be fine. I think whatever the RNC is like. I don't know what it was like. It was like appealing to some weird demographic of people. They should return. Trump should speak to the working class, the hardcore Republican Party that's actually voted for him, supported him for many years since 2016, and that we kind of feel taken aback. It's like, do we really need a ton of Indian immigrants? Do we need a ton of Malaysian immigrants?
Or Haitian that are coming in now and killing people's pets and eating them, which came out
I
yesterday.
Saw that was wild.
That's insane. And then Venezuelan gangs taking over properties and the government's doing nothing about it.
Yeah, there's a funny comedian named Willie Barcena. He's talking about how we're letting all these Venezuelans in, we're giving them free healthcare, free money. They're not going to do what I'm half Mexican. They're not going to do what the Mexicans did in this country. Back the economy via the
work hard.
Yeah, the blue collar sector. Roofing. That was the funny joke he put. Venezuelans they're getting all this free stuff. Human nature doesn't. You give them so much free stuff, they're not going to want to work or produce the economy.
Yep.